Alright, so it's actually day 2 of the Mondo worm challenge. Day 1, all I got was a nibble. Oh my gosh, you kidding me? Got him, guys. How do you like that? Please be recording, yes. All right, so there's day 1 of us for the Mondo worm. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Feisty little sucker, flicks my worm off. All right, so there we go. That's day 1 of the Mondo worm challenge. He tore that worm up. Man, all right, well, there's one towards the Mondo worm and the fact of that you're definitely only catching one fish with them. All right, well, there we go. There's our first fish with the Mondo worm. That black and blue Mondo worm. Wow, that was like perfect timing, guys. We walked up, that fish just smacked the surface at a bug and threw the Mondo worm in, and he went right for it, guys. Went right for it. That was great. Let's see if there's a couple more fired up out here. I will say that that was a one and done, man. One fish done. Don't know how much I like that. I do like my soft plastics lasting a little bit longer. Okay, wow. So we just walked right up, saw that fish jump, threw the Mondo worm at him and got him. That was crazy. That was a one and done thing there. The one thing I can say that I'm not liking so far is this worm was definitely a one and done, tore up, kind of showing what a lot of people are talking about. So we'll see how we go with some more, but no matter what, I can definitely say how quickly that fish was on that worm. It was always fun, always good. Let's see if we can catch some more on that 7.5 inch Mondo worm. Let me tell you what, guys, it is a cooker out here too. It is 90 freaking, oh, I'm getting bit. I was getting bit, damn. Like I was legit getting bit right off. It's like 90 freaking degrees out here, guys. All right, guys, we're right in the sweet spot. There's almost always a fish right here. Got another one, guys. Oh, it's a good one. It's a much better one. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, much better fish. Please, yes. All right. No. Oh, I hope he doesn't have a skin disease. I hope he doesn't have that skin disease starting to form, guys. There's another one. Mondo worm is producing today. Let's get this guy released. That was a good one. Okay. All right, so this fish tore up the front of our worm here, as you guys can see. Tore it up pretty good. So I've just ripped like that 1/4 inch off, which will do 2 things. One, because he didn't super tear this worm like in half like the other fish did. We can now rebait it Shwink. He'll go right back up on there. He's all nice and solid on there. Our hook now goes into a different berry point. Ba-boom. And there we go. We will now catch another fish with our tore up janky worm. And he's only about 1/4 inch shorter. He's a little bit shorter, but he'll still work. He'll still work for us. And all we did was lose that little bit mass, about 1/2 inch, but all we did is lose that. And now this worm can go to catch a fish another day. Hell yeah, so the Mondo worm is producing. Let's see if we can't catch another one. That's 2 out of the same shady spot. They might be moving up here into the shade to start feeding. Oh, I think I just got another tick. Maybe not. So my little pond tip for you guys today, and it's the ultimate problem with this pond, is it just has this huge scum layer, and it's not that big of a pond. So I mean, when you have 3/4 of your pond covered by a scum layer, so because of that, you kind of have to fish around this scum layer, seeing what you can get. But I mean, with just a pond like this, your frog will tend to be your best bet, just because you can fish the frog and all of this thickness. And I guarantee you they're all under there. I mean, keep in mind of a hot day, where the deer, where would you rather be? Well, you'd rather be up in the forest where the trees are shading you. All this gunk out in front of me is basically what the bird sees when he's flying over the forest. All he sees is the stuff on top. Looks like this. You don't think anything can move around underneath there. Well, guess what? Underneath it's not a stick. At least not always. I mean, when you're at that stuff where it's not a stick underneath, you'll have a lot of fish just hanging out underneath it, doing their thing, loving life. Which is why you tend to have to fish the frogs and stuff, because that's where they are. They're hiding underneath it, and you just got to do what gets them out. Got him! Had to let him peck at it for a little bit. Little guy, little guy. Right through the cheekbone, man. I'm telling you, them right through his gill plate. Like, he wasn't coming off. Them Googan hooks are nice. Let's release this little guy. Woo! Some more aerobatics. So the Googan worm is definitely working out. I'm liking it so far. Liking it so far. We had to let that guy play with it for a little bit, but he took it. And his little butt did not tear up our worm. This will be the first time that we'll have caught a fish and not have tore our worm to slam piecings up. Okay guys, we're back at the house, and I figured I would do a little bit of the review on the Googan 6.5 inch Mondo worms. Now, I like the 7.5 inch Mondo worms. I like the 7.5 inches because I'm not a big fan of a 10-inch worm. I just don't like big worms. I know in the summer they can work good for you and a lot of people like them. I'm not one of those people. So I am actually liking the fact that they came out with the new 7.5 inch curly tail worms. Having used them, this is the first time I've really ventured outside of their shaky slim shake worms and the bandito bugs. That's really about all of their physical baits that I have used out of their soft plastics. I haven't really used their lunker log, their Senko worm, if you will, and I obviously haven't used a 10-inch Mondo worm, and I haven't used, I think that's it. But so I haven't ventured out of much into their other soft plastics. Now that I have, I can say that their durability is an issue in their worms. I see what a lot of people are talking about. The slim shakes do not have that durability issue, and the bandito bugs do not have that durability issue. They do come in the nice clamshell packaging like any Googan bait does, which is nice. Can't get them open now. They do come in the clamshell packaging so that holds their forms nice. That's one thing I like about Googan baits. And they have a very nice black and blue color to them, almost even an oil color in it. If I can get, there we go. Almost even an oil color in there. So they're real nice as far as color goes. Durability is really like a C, almost D. They're not durable at all. I mean, I literally was catching one worm and the things were ripping apart. But I will go into a little bit of depth into that, which a lot of people I don't feel have. Okay, so their durability is definitely an issue. But I will say in that if you feel them, they have a very squishy texture to them that even alludes to the fact that they're not gonna be that durable. But it literally feels like what a worm would feel like. So that fish is gonna get more of that texture that he's gonna like, which is gonna give you that, instead of those nibbles and drops, they're gonna bite, not instantly drop, because it's not gonna feel as fake to them, which is gonna allow those fish to hold on, which is gonna allow you to get more hook sets because it'll hold on to the worm more. So in saying that, that is one reason why they are not as durable, is because they have gone for such a realistic texture in their worm. I mean, even the Last Tex and the easy Z-Man stuff has a funky feel to it. It feels just like rubber almost. So keep that in mind. Yeah, they're not as durable, but they have a very, very, very realistic feel. Scent's awesome, colors are awesome, everything, the packaging's awesome, everything else gets just a grade A performance out of it. So I would ultimately give them probably like a C rating, just because they're a little bit expensive. Most people don't want to pay that price for a worm. They don't last long, once again, so they're very expensive for a worm that's not going to last long. But they are definitely going to catch you fish. I've caught a lot of fish with them already in that one day, and I've used them a couple times since then and had a lot of luck with them. I personally definitely like them. I personally will probably still be buying some more Zoom curly tail worms over these guys, but we'll definitely always have some of these guys in my arsenal. I can promise you that for certain. So hopefully you guys like those little bit of tips on the new Mondo worm. We had some fun out there catching fish with them. So till next time, life's a story. Get out there and live it, guys. And you may want to go out there and try some of these new Mondo worms if you can find them. I mean, Googan stuff's been flying off the shelf. Later, y'all.